What's up, guys? I'll be reviewing Gotham Knights finally. I've been sick last week, so I never got to film my review. I beat the game, I think last Thursday, and I was trying to do my review, but I've been extremely sick, and so I never had time to do it. And I'm finally at the moment where I can finally review the game, so thank you all for your patience, and let's get on with the review. So, I guess I'll give my summary of the plot of this game. So basically Batman's dead and the Bat family realize they have to defend Gotham by themselves, and the Court of Owls are the villains in the game, and so they find out about them and they have to take them down. So with the Bat family, I mean you got Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin all teaming up, and you get to play as one of them. And there's co-op as well. For my first playthrough, I played with my friend Cameron. He played Nightwing and I played Batgirl. And right now I'm doing a second playthrough where I'm playing as Red Hood by myself. Sorry, but yeah. So let me talk about the positives here. I really like the story. I think the story is actually really good, and that's basically what I wanted for the game, was a really good story. And I think that's what Gotham Knights did. It seems like that the developers actually understood the characters and made a pretty good story out of it. So I respect that. And there was one thing I didn't like at the end, and I'll talk about that in the negatives. But overall, I think the story was pretty nice. And I think the fighting mechanics is actually pretty good. It took me a little bit to get used to, but I think the fighting mechanics was really good. It kind of reminds me of Spider-Man, like that, or yeah, Spider-Man PS4 with that combat essentially. That's what it reminded me there. I really do like Gotham in this game. I know it's not as well detailed as Arkham Knight, but there is some good aspects of Gotham that I like in this game. Specifically, the lighting, essentially, and the kind of smoke, like the atmosphere around Gotham, just looking around. It looks really nice when you see it. But I know it's not as detailed as Arkham Knight, but I really like that aspect of the game. That is a negative. This game is not as detailed as Arkham Knight, which I really don't know why, because this is a current gen thing with PS5 and Xbox Series X. So my biggest problem is the frame rate drops. And it sucks specifically with consoles because it's locked at 30 frames. Now, I don't know if they're going to patch it at some point. We'll see. But hopefully they do, where it is 60 frames. Now, I remember talking about 30 frames for a video, and I remember saying I didn't really care that much for frame rate. And if I could play the Arkham games at 30 frames, I could play Gotham Knights at 30 frames. That's basically what I said in my video. But with a game like this, if the frame rate is going to drop, that's going to be a problem. Because there have been multiple times where I'm riding on my bike or motorcycle in Gotham Knights, the frame rate would just drop exponentially. And now I understand why they canceled the PS4 and Xbox One versions of this game, because the frame rate would just be terrible in those games. And so I could see why they took it down. It's because of this. Now, I don't know exactly what the problem was with the developers or anything. I mean, this is technically their second like AAA game besides Arkham Origins, so I think it's taking a while for them to get used to everything, but I don't know. And my other negative, the going around the city. It's a drag. Now, my first playthrough, I played as Batgirl, like I said, and there's this thing that I don't like where you have to unlock a knighthood ability, which gives you a way to go around the city without having to use your motorcycle. And for Nightwing, it's his Fortnite glider, which is what I call it. And for Red Hood, it's his jumping ability that he gets from the Lazarus Pit. I don't know. And for Robin, I think it's a watchtower teleporting thing. I don't really know. And for Batgirl, it's her cape where she glides. So I unlocked that. But it was sort of a drag, because I'm used to going around or going from mission to mission in the story. But for a game like this, it just stops the story. And so like, oh yeah, you gotta unlock your knighthood ability now. And so it's like about 20 minutes you're grinding essentially to get to this knighthood ability, which it should have been unlocked in the beginning. I don't know why you have to do this, but that's what I didn't like about that. You have to do these crimes, and then you have to fight these mini bosses, and you have to do this training thing that's like very vague on what you have to do. So I had to watch this YouTube video to understand what I needed to do, and then I finally figured it out. And that was that. But yeah, that was such a drag, and the gliding just sucks. I'm just gonna say it. The gliding just sucks in this game when you play as Batgirl. Like, she is not very good at like getting high up or anything. Like, it's just not very good at all. It feels very slow with gliding in this game. And it doesn't make sense to me because WB Montreal, they developed Arkham Origins, and essentially it was a reskin of Arkham City, and the gliding on there was great. I don't know what happened with Gotham Knights. I guess it's completely different developers, because the gliding is just not very good in this game. And right now I'm playing as Red Hood. I'm having a better time playing Red Hood in my second playthrough than I did with Batgirl, because at least his like jumping ability is more tolerable than gliding around, and his combat's actually much better, I think, than Batgirl's on my second playthrough. But yeah, I'm having a pretty good time playing Red Hood. I wish I played Red Hood in the beginning, because he's probably my favorite character to play right now. But yeah, those are my negatives. And my other negative, so I'm not going to give any spoilers away for the game, just keep that in mind. But there is something that happens at the end of the story where I was looking forward to see where it would go for maybe a potential sequel. But then the next scene, it just completely tarnishes it. So I don't know what they're going to do with the sequel. With the way this game ends, I don't really know if they're going to do a sequel or not, with depending on like the mixed reception of this game. We could be getting DLC, but I'm not sure what to do with DLC. I mean, I hope they make a sequel just to do things better, but at the same time, I don't know, because this game was very mixed for me, and I don't know. It's just disappointing, honestly. But yeah, those are my honest thoughts. I think I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. That's my rating for this game. Sorry if I rambled on mostly throughout this review. I'm not very well at reviewing games besides movies, but hope you guys understand my thoughts about the game. But I am looking forward to God of War next week, God of War Ragnarok, and I got a lot of things going next week. Next week is God of War Ragnarok, and I'm seeing Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I will have a review of that the night I watch the movie. And Friday, that next Friday, I'm seeing Paramore in Cincinnati, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on next week. My phone is going crazy. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm very excited for next week. But hope you all enjoyed my review of Gotham Knights. Hope you all understood my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the game, and leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time.